Hey everyone, my name is Chris and thank you for joining me today at Haywood Homestead. Today is February the 12th, and even though we're almost into the middle of the month, I still wanted to show you what our budget looks like for this month. As of this point, a lot of bills have already been paid, but I didn't never get to do a budget outlook for going into February. So I just figured I'd go ahead and post it today. But to start off with, I just want to talk a little bit with you guys about some things that have been happening in off camera, I guess you could say. As most of you know, we had a job loss in our family the end of last week. Amanda, my wife, lost her job. She worked at this job for 8 months, and without going into too much detail, she was let go. It was a very toxic work environment, though, is all I'll say about that. This was at a pharmacy. I think I have mentioned that a few times before. If you hear some scratching behind me, that's Amelia trying to get in this room with me. Anyway, Amanda has been working in a pharmacy for around 17 years. I think if we counted up right. At this point, she's just sort of burnt out on pharmacy work, honestly. So she is actively putting in applications right now to other jobs. I cannot make our bills fully on just my income. I wish I could, because that would allow her to not have to work, or maybe just work part-time. But as it stands, she'll probably be looking for a full-time position wherever she decides to take a job at. So again, she's put in a bunch of applications, but we were going through some discouragement and some just stress just from the move and from a few other personal matters I'm not going to go into detail about. And then wham, this came unexpectedly. And so we're just taking it day by day right now. Fortunately, we do have an emergency fund to fall back on. We'll probably, going into March, start having to pull some from it in order to meet our bills. We have enough income for this month to meet everything that we're obligated to pay, as I'll show you in just a minute. But yeah, we have emergency fund. We have, if it got down to it, we have money in our envelopes we would just take out to pay our bills. Because bills come first, we hopefully don't have to touch our envelopes with the little bit of money that's in those. But, when something like this happens, you just sometimes have to think where all you have money at, So that's what we're doing. We're not panicking or nothing, but it was upsetting at first. But with each passing day, we're looking ahead, and we're hoping for the best, and I know we're going to be okay. So we're leaving it in God's hands, and I just want to say thank you all for your support that you have expressed to me, as well as Amanda, during this time. All of you are so amazing. We will get through this. This is just a valley we're going through. It came at a bad time with just moving into a new home and having a new mortgage payment, which is pretty high. I'll share what that is as well. But no time is never a good time to lose a job. And if you're wondering, she cannot file for unemployment. Again, I'm not going into details, but it is what it is. But again, thank God for emergency fund and for some money on standby, for things like this that may happen. So guys, with all of that, I just haven't really been motivated to put YouTube videos up, especially ones about budgeting, because I honestly I'm not sure. Our budget's sort of up in the air right now. I'm trying to keep it all together as best as I can. We're pretty good for this month. March will really show, some new things with our budget as far as the income goes. Hopefully she'll get a new job quickly, and we won't go long without a paycheck from her side. And so we're just hoping and praying for the best. And I'll ask you if you all don't mind thinking good thoughts for us, and your prayers are certainly appreciated as well. So I decided to keep going with my YouTube channel. I've been encouraged to continue pressing forward and trying to put out content regardless. I really want to get this channel monetized, but I also enjoy doing the videos, and I like also doing a variety of videos. So those that like the budgeting, as I love budgeting, so I'll never remove that from the channel, but I also want to, put in some other topics as well, as regarding homesteading. And sometimes we put grocery hauls up, and I've been posting some short videos lately if you have seen any of them. So I'm trying to do some right now, and I'm trying to get on a schedule and be consistent, because I owe it to you all, and I think it really helps me keep my mind focused and everything flowing right when I look at it and I show it to you all. So with no more babbling about what's going on in my life, with that to say, I hope everything is going good with you guys and you're not going through any big life change right now, as we are. But I hope all of you are doing good. So coming over here to February, I went ahead and written everything out. I just have to fill in some spots as needed to save time, because I knew I was going to be a little bit chatty in this video with what's been going on. So starting off with income, in each category, I've put a projected space and an actual space. And so when the month ends in a couple weeks, we'll come back and we'll put the actual figures in. But starting up here with income, so I've written out what our income has been so far this month. Again, since today is the 12th, I'm very behind putting this video out. But so far this month, starting on the 1st, I was paid $1241.26. Amanda had her first check of $503.53. And she got paid the following Friday on the 10th, $503.53. This coming week, I'm expecting a raise. I'm projecting it to be about $50 higher, about $51 higher. As you can see, $1241 to $1292. That's a projection, as you can see. I'm not sure exactly how much is going to come in, but I'm hoping for at least 50. It's supposed to be a pretty good raise. So, and then Amanda will also get paid for her vacation week for this year. Her employer did pay her for that, even though she's not taking a vacation. They paid her for that. So that is $623.34. And of course, we'll use that as income toward the month. And then on the 24th, the final Friday, because Amanda was paid every Friday, this will be the first paycheck date that we won't have a paycheck coming in. So her last check was $503.53 as it normally was, and then $623.34 was vacation. So starting at the end of February and going forward, we may start having to pull some money to compensate for the difference that we need to pay our bills. But we're hoping that she'll get a job pretty quickly. So I just wanted to lay all that out to you so you can kind of see how the month has gone so far as income is concerned. And let me get my cheat sheet over here to the side so I know what to fill in here. All right, so coming up to income, if you add all of these numbers together, you'll get, let's see, we're going to do actual because we already know what our income is going to be for this month. So $4,163.66 is our actual income for this month. Since we know We already know the vacation check amount. Well, actually, this wouldn't be an actual amount because I'm not exactly sure what my raise is going to be. So I should have put this in the projected column. So let me see if I can correct that, just so I've got everything where it needs to be. Okay. There we go. That should work. All right, so we'll put this figure. I'm throwing things everywhere. All right, so $4,163.66. Yes. All right, so coming down to expenses, we're projecting our expenses to be, let's see, some of these have not been paid, but $3,255. Mortgage was already paid this month. It was actually our last construction payment, along with some money we had to put toward our escrow account being started. And so this amount was $2,200. Internet, we are paying for internet now. I am working from our new home full-time versus my parents' home. I don't know if any of you knew that. I can't remember if I mentioned that before. I was having to travel about 30 minutes each way every day to work at from my parents' house because they had a stronger internet connection. But now that we're in our new house, we've taken on our own internet plan, and it seems to be it seems to have the speed that I need it to have to work from home. And this is $150. It's expensive, but it's working good. So I figure for as much as I'm paying for this, I'm also saving gas money, having to travel 30 minutes every day, or an hour's worth of travel every day. Apple storage is $3. Electric, we're budgeting $250. It won't come in this high, but we're budgeting on the high side for that. Phones, which is our phone carrier for 3 phones, my wife, myself, and my nephew Hunter, is $122. He is not living with us yet. He is graduating high school in a few months. I told him he's welcome to come live with us at that time. He is living about 45 minutes away. I told him it would be best to graduate first before he moved here. That way the commute wouldn't be an issue. And so he said that sounded good to him. So there may be a chance he'll move in with us in a few months. All right, car insurance is $130 this month. And then gas, we're budgeting $400, which I already know from keeping track of this that we're not going to get anywhere close to $400. I think we've only spent $117 so far this month in gas, so we're doing really good with that. So whatever is left with this will just stay in our expense account to go toward bills, since again we are down one income right now. All right, so coming down to cash envelopes. So we are on a scorched earth, bare bones budget right now, or will be definitely going into March, but we're projecting only 60 for all of these. So I'm going to put 60 for projected, and then these other categories will be not getting any money added to them this month. But our cats and our dogs do have to eat regardless, so they already have food. We've already bought them food earlier in the month, so we'll add another 60 before the month ends to that envelope. Excuse me. All right, sinking funds. So the deal here is we are going to project 0 for all of these. Let me put a 0 by all of them just to keep it all uniform. Vacation, we are planning to go on a cruise in April. Hopefully, way by, by then, Amanda will have a new job and we can still go on the vacation. We have a little bit of spending money saved up for that. But if things get too rough, you just never know. We might end up having to use that money and have to cancel the cruise. So hopefully we won't have to do that. But we're going to just take it day by day right now. These other categories, we're not budgeting any money for this month. So I was wanting to start in January doing a video called Game Day, where it was a roll the dice and try to put $1 into each category that's the dice number matched up to the category I had it match up. I want to get to that eventually, but I haven't been able to get to that yet. But I did have some money already taken out of the bank for Game Day, and it's around, I think it's between $50 and $70. So what I'm going to do with that money is some of these sinking funds that have to have money in them in order to build them up by the year end so that they can be paid in full again. I'm going to pull some money from that envelope, the Game Day money, and put some of that into these sinking funds. So car tags, Amazon Prime, HBO, Canva, and life insurance will all get some money added to them. Because all of these are paid in full right now for the year, and I will want to be able to pay for them all in full again by the end of the year, so I have to put money aside each month for these. So even though I have the money already, even though I'm putting money into these, this money has already been taken out of the bank, already been budgeted, so that's why I'm projecting 0. All right, so savings account transfer, we're projecting 0 for this. Savings challenges, 0. Game Day, 0. And so now let's figure out what our remaining is. And I hope y'all just stick with me, guys. I mean, I don't like having all these zeros on here. I love being able to put money into our categories. But, when a crisis comes up, and something big like we're going through, you really have to hold on to your money as best as you can. So that's what we're doing, and hopefully this won't be for long. So we're going to take our projected income of $4163.66, deduct our expenses of $32.55, deduct our cash envelopes of $60, and then all of this is 0. Will leave us with, we'll put projected $848.66 in our spending account. The spending account money will go toward groceries, and so whatever we end the month with, our spending money again is just going primarily toward food. And in March we'll see where we're at, and how much money we'll need to pull from our savings account in order to meet our needs. So that is what our budget looks like, guys, as of today and going forth to the end of February. It's not been the greatest start of the year for us. You just don't ever know when life is going to throw a curveball your way, and you just have to be ready. I've said it already, but I'll say it again. We're just very thankful to have some savings account, an emergency fund, in case we have to go take money from it, because this is definitely an emergency situation, or definitely can be, depending how long we are only on one income. So I believe that is all I wanted to talk about today, guys. I wanted to get this video up so y'all can just see where we are at. And thank you all so much for your amazing support to us. We love you guys so much. We are so ready to get consistent videos up for y'all and to show you our home. And just bear with us. We are getting to that, because we're really excited to show you what our home is looking like now that we've got our furniture here. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, guys. Please continue to pray for us and think good thoughts that we will get back to having a 2-income household again, and that things will work out for the best for Amanda. So again, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, guys.